Well, it's Saturday, 25th of August, and I'm normally sat on the picnic bench, but we just had a storm. Bloody great storm, I was going to say, and so it's wet. But anyway, yeah, Saturday. Few weeks since I was back from Rainbow, about 5 weeks, I think, something like that. And tomorrow, Sunday morning, I'm off to Feuillette, which I fished a few times before, as a guest of Kevin Dont and his buddies, who I fished with last year and the year before, and Paul Mepham. Paul didn't join us last year, but he's with me tomorrow. So Paul, really looking forward to catching up with you, mate, and yeah, spending a week fishing together. So I'm going to skirt about now because there's still loads to do. Yeah, Feuillette, great water. They shut it for a week. Since then it's fished its head off. Lots of fish in there. A runs water with big uns, I think, is the way I've described it before. And yeah, let's see if I can have it as a runs water this time round. I had a couple of 60s out there in the past, and it still haunts me, the fish I lost last year. I was talking about that this morning. But yeah, that's fishing. And yeah, right now, yeah, always look forward to a week anywhere right now, not least of all Feuillette. So yeah, looking forward to it, and yeah, let's see how we get on. Well guys, I've said it before, it does remind you. It's 11 o'clock Sunday morning, having caught the 6:50 train from Folkestone, and I'm at Feuillette already. And when you're used to some of these drives, especially Rainbow, you realise just how easy it is to get to some very good lakes in France. Abbey's only up the road, very quickly. But anyway, I mean, I've seen Marco, who's over in Peg 3, where he was last year. And I'm going to have a quick skirt around. I'm here earlier than I expected, so yeah, let's have a little skirt about and then get myself a cup of tea. Yeah, this will be my first time with Paul in Peg 5. So there's Peg 1 over there, and in truth 1 and 5 here, statistically the hot pegs. 2 over there, 3 Marco there, and there's a couple of Dutch boys to my right in 4. Well, been here about an hour and a half, got the gear unloaded, had a couple of cups of tea, just about to have a bit of lunch, and Paul's turned up. So we'll catch up with Paul in a little while, but the conditions look good. Could do with the wind coming more our way than the other way. But anyway, and there's some boys out there that don't look like they should be there, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So we'll have to ask Kev. But yeah, right now, bite to eat, and then yeah, start getting set up properly. Well, it's about 5 o'clock, I think, and I've got all the rods out, 4 rods, and bloody knackered. I've had that cup of tea moment about an hour ago. So yeah, let's scan round. We're fishing, Paul and I, my rod, his rod, my rod, his rod, and so forth. So we're both covering the areas. I've got my left hand rod down towards that buoy there, over there. Paul's out here. I've got my other rod out. There's some new buoys out here. I think the guys who know this swim, I don't know what's going on out there, but you can't quite work out what buoy is what. You don't want to go too far, because I think the line comes a bit closer than it has done in the past. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we've got here, as I say, got 4 rods out, as has Paul. And yeah, we're going to have an early dinner and a chill out. But yeah, it does look bang on. It's mild, and it's overcast, and we want that wind going from that way to that way, ideally. But anyway, yeah, there's a fish. So there's fish always moving in the reserve. So yeah, let's entice them out. Got them out?
Yeah, they're out.
Hard work, isn't it?
It is hard work.
Yeah? Crikey. Need to chill, don't we?
Yeah, and have dinner.
Yeah, good call. Yep, here's our first dinner. Sunday night, and we are full of confidence, as you've got to be when you're fishing. And you know, you just sense out there there's going to be a hot spot for one of us. There's going to be a hot rod. I just know this place, and it just feels like that. And let's just hope A, we can find the spot, and B, we both catch some fish. But as I say, we've got, you know, alternate rods. 1 1 1 1 1 1. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Well, we've had dinner. I think it's about 7 o'clock. Paul's had a bite. That's where they're jumping. Out there, we could see them earlier.
We've both got rods there.
Yeah, both got rods there. Been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it was Paul with our first fish, 41.12. Sunday evening. Happy days.
Oh, fucking hell, I actually got it up.
Well done. 41.12. Well done, Paul. Superb. Superb.
Lovely. Happy days.
How good was that? Well done, mate.
That was
Happy days. See him rolling out there, didn't we?
Yeah, mate.
Just in that area there.
No more than 5 minutes. I haven't even got the other rod back out properly yet. Still got to put the bobbin on. Kev's rod that's out there is away as well. Happy days. Happy days.
Happy days. 10 minutes after you put your one back, eh?
Yeah,
It was
mate.
on that spot, Paul, wasn't they?
Yeah, it's still out there
those
now.
fish moving, and that, you know, the big one stuck its nut out. And
That ain't the last two.
£40 less for 36. Feel the frame. You want it?
Yeah.
£36. We'll chuff with that.
Yeah, it looks
Sunday
bigger.
evening, 10 minutes after Paul's. So there we go. Happy days. Nice one, Paul.
Happy days.
Yeah, well
One
chuffed with
apiece.
that. Yeah, nice start, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. There we go, we're into darkness. No more than probably about half hour, 45 minutes later, in fairness. Kev's got another one. Looks good for it tonight. Wind's picked up, it's blowing straight into our face. Fish jumping all over the place in front of us.
£47. About 9:30 for Sunday evening, second fish. Well chuffed with that. Happy days.
Yeah,
You
lovely.
get it a bit lower, Paul?
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate.
Right, let's get the other side, yeah?
Turn your tall jacket.
£47. Well chuffed with that. Oh, happy days, Paul.
Yeah, mate. Lovely.
Well, we've had a great start. I put back earlier a 32, 33 mirror. And then I've just lost a fish that I think cut me off on the plateau that's out there. Yeah, gutted. But the weather is bang on. It's like, this is probably the best conditions they've had here for a while. It's windy, rainy, it's mild, it's just perfect. And there's torches going on all around the lake, I think. So yeah, the fish have certainly switched on in this. So yeah, just rebaited and yeah, got to retackle the other rod. But yeah, great start.
Morning, folks. Kev's into another one on his left-hand rod. How many you had now last night, Kev? Well done, mate. So let's pop that one in the retainer and Kev's other rods off.
Feels like a good fish, this, Paul. I tell you, this feels a good fish, this does. Conditions couldn't be more bang on, could they?
Yeah.
Probably about as far out as I should be, Paul, aren't I? Euphoric I am. Visions of losing that fish last year. That couldn't get in the net quick enough.
Let's
That
see.
is a unit.
Hopefully, I'll move that rod down a minute, Kev. You can see that actually in the water. That is a £70 common.
Look at the size of that.
So you get a gist, I'll come back so you can see Kev standing next to it. That is one big common, mate.
Happy
I'll
days.
put this down and we'll sort this out, eh?
Yeah, what we need to do, Paul, is release that. I need to put that in a sack for a little while, get myself sorted.
Yeah, mate.
Yes, record.
Right. There's the 34 I had this morning. We need to
Hold your
see-
trousers, man.
Well, that fish, what a fight. That's in the sling. I'll have a cup of tea and sort myself out. I had it on for half hour. So yeah, I'm absolutely elated with that fish. Can't tell you, that's my 5th fish of the session. And yeah, what a cracking start here. Yep. Oh. 72, 74, 72, so it's 74, 4, so £70 4. £70 4 by the skin of my teeth. Second 70 pounder. Cheers, boys.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Quick one, man. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Keep getting plenty of shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit lower, Paul. Got to be lower. Lower still. Hold it the other way.
That's alright, Kev, trust me.
Right. There we go. Yeah.
This one.
Nice and low, big.
Yes.
I can't tell you how pleased I am with that. It's almost emotional, really is. Yeah, I waited 32 years for that, and yeah, well chuffed. Well chuffed. Well, lunchtime now, Monday, bank holiday back home, and yeah, I've re-tackled and yeah, just taking it in and having a cup of tea, sandwich, chilling out, and then get a couple of rods back out again.
There we go, middle of the day. Just getting my rods out. I haven't got any out in a minute. And he's had a bite already. Kev's caught Roy.
Roy the koi. You want it?
Yeah.
39.12. Here we go, 39.12. Superb. Oh. Well, just had a lovely dinner, Paul and I. And oops, I'm trying to eat a bit of cake. cake I bought yesterday. I'm celebrating with this. Yummy. So what are we now? Was it about 8 o'clock?
So we've been here 24 hours.
Yeah,
fishing,
it's been
really.
a great start, really has. But I think there's been a few fish caught around the lake. So we'll catch up with the boys tomorrow, see what's been going on. It's that koi, I had that this time last year, I think it was, at dead on 40. So yeah, nice to see it again. But yeah, right now, you feel, although we've had bites during the day, it's
And
like
that is the difference this year.
What's that?
As much as you've had what you've caught, 3 of them, you've had 3, we've had 4 fish last night, but 3 of them have been during the day.
Yeah, yeah. But you sense that now and during the night and early morning is the main time. But we'll see. Yeah, so right now we're going to chill out. I need to get some kip, but hopefully get woken up between us, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, let's see what happens.
There you go, Kev rambling on, literally bite straight away.
So we'll take £4 off. There we go, £45 Sunday evening. Well chuffed with that. Thought well. Happy days. There we go, there's the other side. You want it? Yeah, about an hour after I put my one back, Paul's got the first bite of the night. There's that one Paul's been playing. Sunday night, about 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. Nice one, Paul. There we go, I think it's very early hours, maybe midnight. It's Monday, early hours of Tuesday morning, £36. Boy, did I think it was bigger. Netted this and a ball of weed. So, yeah, well chuffed with that. There we go. Well, it's mid-morning Tuesday, and yeah, after that fish last night I had a bream, and I must have had every bream in the lake around my left hand rod. So after messing about with them, pulled that in, and yeah, had a lot of kip. So in truth, it was quite a night than we thought it was going to be, but we're just regrouping and moving the rods about a little bit. And yeah, just going through it with Paul. So right now I'm in work mode, got some stuff to do now with the office. I'm going to wind him a rod shortly, have a shower, go around and see the boys who we fished with last year. Be nice to catch up with them, and then come back and regroup. But yeah, right now there's been enough bites certainly during the day to, when I first come here excuse me, when I first come here, this was like a night water. Nothing got caught during the day. It's certainly changed the last couple of years. This could be as much a day water now as a night water. But anyway, let's see what Paul's up to. And yeah, as I say, we're 2 nights in. I'm starting to get impatient. I don't know what it is with me. I must get out more. So Paul, what's your rationale then about fishing this plateau? I'll overlay the map in a little while, but that is one distinctive feature out there, isn't it?
We've not had the echo sounder out since we've been here, have we? And going out there with that now, it's quite obvious that you can't ignore it, can you? Well, you'll see when we go out there.
So about, what, 40 yards out, we've got 19 foot, haven't we?
20 foot.
20 foot, yeah. And again, for people watching this don't always mean carp, that's for sure. Sometimes it can do, but yeah, it might well be, who knows. So we're going to start seeing, in a little while, the plateau coming up, Paul, aren't we?
I would imagine so. I mean, we're a bit further right than what we went out last time.
Yeah, there we go.
Come. That's even shallower there.
Yeah, so you've gone from 20 foot to 10 foot,
Yeah.
12 foot, yeah. And that's why, Paul, I lost that couple of fish, that line.
When you see it,
All the
just
swan mussels
yeah,
and stuff.
it just drops off on the other side again.
Yeah. So Paul's, I'm guessing about what, Paul? 80 yards out?
Yeah, I would have said that's 80 yards.
About 80 yards. And there is a very distinct plateau. And if Paul went another, what, 20 yards, it would drop down to 20 foot again, would it?
Yeah,
but you're dropping it on the plateau.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm gonna drop it pretty much around where we are now because it's nice and flat. It's got a nice slope, so the line lays good before it drops off. So.
Yeah, so to put this in perspective, we're in peg 5, there's the out of bounds. You know, and this is along with peg 1, you know, unquestionably, statistically, the hot pegs on this lake. This jumps, yeah. There's peg 1 over there. So Paul, you can see these boys mark the water. Paul's out there now. That's got to be, what, 120 yards, Paul, is that?
That's exactly 120 metres, Kev.
Oh my God, how good am I?
Which is not a yard, is it? But
No, yeah, but give or take an inch.
We won't split it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's coming up again now, look. Comes up a little bit as you get towards them boys, look. The drone. Bit of footage just to prove to people that Kev thinks he can cook. There he is. Kev's idea of cooking, doing a toasty.
I'm cooking to my 80s music. Was it Tuesday lunchtime now? Everyone's back at work now today, and they after the bank holiday.
Unlucky.
And yeah, beautiful day today. I think we're due rain tomorrow, so we've got to skirt about today. Just had the drone up, and now I'm just about to do some cooking. Just about to do some lunch again. So I ain't stopped. And yeah, this will be the best. This is one of Eric's recipes. Yeah, so Eric, I'm doing one of your sandwiches, deep filled sandwiches. And a cup of tea, and then we can chill out. I'll go around and see the boys, and then we're going to regroup, changed our rods, or will have changed our rods a little bit between us, and yeah, all to play for. Now, do you know what, Paul? It's like, I feel like I've been here more than 2 days, because we've been up all night. Yeah? It's like, normally at home even, I sleep like 10, 12 hours. That's why life's going so quick.
I ain't done nothing for the last year, trust me. The last 2 days feel like I've been here a week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's do you a sandwich. Yeah, mate. Ham, cheese and onion sandwich. Be careful, it's hot. It's important you get the cheese melted like that. Knock yourself out. Okay. Yeah, so it's seen lunchtime Tuesday. High pressure in today. We're due rain tomorrow. Yeah, we were just talking about that plateau earlier. So Paul and I are fishing here in peg 5. There's the boys. This might be an old map. I think the boys have moved a bit, but there's the boys creating the out of bounds, and there's the boys running down the middle. And as I say, we're here. There's peg 4 about here, peg 3 over here, peg 2 here, and peg 1 there. So we're fishing out and caught most of the fish here. I had me common out here, but that is the plateau, very distinctive. You can easily see that on the fish finder, all that area. Well, I've wound in and I'm going for a little walk mid-afternoon, Tuesday. Beautiful day, red hot. And yeah, I'm on the road bank. Just going to have a look at the buoys, because up near us, it's difficult to make out what's what in the centre there. Sort of moved about a little bit. But yeah, you get an impression of what's going on here. Here's from another angle. So there's peg 4 over there to our right. That's us over there in peg 3. And I'm not sure how well I can capture these buoys, but you can see how they go along. I do a little video of you because you're so handsome. Yeah, you think you
I'm
are.
great,
Yeah?
great.
Still ain't that
Yeah, my Dutch friend is great. Hey,
yeah, look
Look
like you have. We say in England, you have a cat on your head.
yes.
Show me your rig, Marco. No secrets here.
We have no
Ooh,
secrets here.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that. Drop off lead. Yeah, nice.
He's Mr. Grey from 50 Shades.
Look, Kevin.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, nice to have hair though at your age.
I was standing in
Go
the
on.
lake.
Go on, put it in.
Wait a minute. Tuurlijk.
Oh, you catch a weed.
You can look at that.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice, pretty.
No
So
pretty
this
one.
time last year, you catch a big mirror. The time has gone very quick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lovely fish.
Yes. Which one? Strong fish.
This one, no, your one last year, the big mirror.
Oh,
yeah,
the-
what was
yeah.
it they call that fish now?
The longer.
Long one.
Long one,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, it's good. From the same swimmer. Yeah.
Trim, the right
Yeah.
marker.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a stony fish. Eh?
yeah. You guys from Holland, you like using maize because you do not like spending money.
Ja. Doe we dit van?
Yeah.
Wat betekent dat weer van ons?
Yeah.
De Nederlanders die zijn bang om geld uit te geven. Die gebruiken veel mais.
We're dropping on the Kevin Ellis.
Want toch wel BV?
You're dropping on Kevin Ellis Plateau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see,
So is everyone
you
else.
see the two beavies over there?
Yeah, yeah.
One crazy Englishman is fishing over
That's
there.
him. That's him. That's my
Yeah,
mate
drop
Paul.
it
He's
there.
nuts. He ain't the full ticket.
Die Kevin Ellis Plateau.
Yeah. Yeah, so just scanning round as some in peg 2. Got Marco, who's to the left here, in 3. Got Johnny and Dan over there in 4. Us in 5. There's pig 1.
Ik heb weer al een dode kreeft.
He killed a rat? Oh, yeah. Keep away from the rat. It's not good. Yeah, when I was their age, I was playing with action men. Weird old world. Look at the size of that. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, you get away. That was one quick frog. Yeah.
Waar is die? Dat is waar.
Yeah, we'll catch up with Kev later in the week. He's all a bit busy in the swim. I always like to know what he's up to. He's a good angler, Kev. He knows this place like the back of his hand. And Yeah, it seems very much a particle water. But how often do you hear that? It's particle water. And then someone's probably watching this video saying, yeah, you keep with your particles. I've had it off on boilies. Yeah, I'm just walking down further from the bank. I can see now what they've done with the buoys. Now you can see it. They've made peg 1 a much smaller peg. Peg 2's a much bigger peg, and there's the buoys going up now. Yeah, where it was all a bit confusing over there from our side, I can see now what's going on. So I'm in peg 1 now. So we caught up with Kev earlier. There's 3 Kevs on here, me and 2 others. So Kev from Holland's fishing here with Patrick, who was in 4 last year where they done really well. And we're just trying to work out between us now just what's going on, because it looks like there's a sort of a triangle area that none of us can fish into, I don't think. That's how it looks, Patrick, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's strange.
Yeah.
Last year the lines were about, if you looked over there, about 100 meters up that way.
Yeah, and now they're
you had-
closer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had the banks, but the line is coming back to this back
Yeah.
1.
Yeah,
Normally it was a lot bigger.
yeah. So anyway, show me, what bait and rigs and things are you using here?
What I'm using?
You're losing some fish, but you're hook
Yeah.
pulling. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, the same as last year, just small rig,
Yeah.
3 knots, size
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Change the line. We're fishing with drop-off lead and lead that's stuck in. So, yeah.
Yeah, just a bit
strange.
unlucky then, because
Yeah.
last year you hardly lose any
Yeah,
fish.
Just one.
This year, but that's
Just one.
fishing, it's crazy.
Stur-
And what
sturgeon
bait
was-
are you using? Let's have a look at your bait.
What bait?
Ah, you also using maize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you Dutch anglers do not like spending money. I say this. Some hemp.
Hemp.
Yeah. And more
Normal
maize. Yeah. Yeah, in Holland you can buy 14 tonne of this for €5. But it's a good bait, huh? It's a good bait.
It's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tigers, huh?
Tigers.
Yeah.
You're using them?
Yes, we're using them
Yeah?
as well, yeah. Yeah.
Most fish on the tigers?
Yes, I have a couple on
I think-
boilies and pop-up. And then yes, on the particles. Yeah, so
I think you know these ones.
oh yes, UCP, yeah.
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 I think you
Yeah.
know this one.
Yeah, good bait, yeah. Yeah. What is this one?
Strawberry.
Ah, strawberry. Right, yeah. Yeah.
You've seen them.
Yes, yeah, nice.
So yeah,
See?
a little bit of everything.
See, you give me 3 baits there, and normally I crumble them and smell them and throw them. But because you're from Holland, I put them back.
Here
Yeah.
you are.
Save the money. Yeah. Yeah, it's just scanning round here. As Patrick was saying, this peg 1, which I'm familiar with, those buoys are much closer now. Well, a fair bit closer, but certainly over there. There's our peg. Well, that's us there. And it's that area that's certainly changed. And there's the out of bounds round there. And I think we call this no carp corner.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
Last night there were 2 out of this area here.
what, moving?
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
other side on the banks.
Right, yeah.
We had 2 rods. One at the small tree there,
Yeah,
and one just at the corner
Yeah.
at 2.3 meters, and the other one at 1.6.
yeah,
They both went off, but small fish.
right, yeah. But my friend Darren, he catch some good fish from that margin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but several people say to me that they've fished there and not caught. But yeah, it's certainly done some fish in the past from my mate. Yeah.
I'm fishing to the log that you have seen on the side.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you have the ridge. It's 2.3, 2.4, 1.9, and then it goes to 5.4, and we're fishing right on the ridge. And most of the fish are coming out of the 5.4 meters.
Right.
You
Paul's insisted we have his music on for the evening because he's fed up with the 60s, 70s and 80s. And these tunes are just reminding me, any of our boys watching this, reminds me of all the birds we pulled back in the day, boys. Down 06 and the Palais and Hollywoods and
Room at the top.
Tops and Room at the Top. You know, all them places? Yeah, so, yeah, fond memories of them days. Anyway, we've got pork curry now. Well, it's about, I think it's about 8 o'clock now, Tuesday night, and yeah, quiet during the day. I wound in and caught up with the boys as you saw, but yeah, right now we're due some rain early hours of the morning, about 4 o'clock, and like I said before on the rainbow video, when it's hot and still you want low pressure and wind and rain, and when you've got that and you're not catching, you want high pressure and sun. So that's where we're at the moment, but feels good for tonight, no question of that. Well, just scanning around now. It feels good for tonight, really does. Now's the time. From now till about 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what happens. You like it?
Yep.
Yeah. Tuesday evening, about 10:30. 47.12. Yeah, quickly get the other side. Well pleased with that. Got it?
Yeah.
47.12.
Lovely.
Happy days. So we're going to put a fish back here. I don't know how big it is. Mid-30 maybe. But we've had a lot of aggro. Me wiping out 3 of Paul's rods. So
4 Paul's rods.
4 Paul's rods.
In fact, this one's
it's
called.
going to be lively. Yeah.
This one's called the Terrorist.
You on it?
32, 33.
You on it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You on it?
Yeah.
Well, it's Wednesday morning. We had a proper storm in the night. And then thinking it was really going to go off, and it didn't. It's now 8 o'clock and Paul's had the bite. But yeah, proper storm we had. And I slept through a lot of it, I'm told. But I was knackered. There's the scene. Perfect conditions. Could do with a bit of a wind.
Just having lunch. One of Kev's rods rolls off.
Oh, little common there, give us a run around. £28 Wednesday afternoon. I think this is my 11th fish, Paul.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Yes, Patrick, this is very popular in England, huh? Yeah? So, but it's not in Holland?
I never seen him.
Okay, I have a present for you. Hold on. Yeah, put this back. Patrick, you are always helping us English guys. Here, present for you.
Thank you, Ellis.
Okay?
Let's get
Yeah.
some carp.
Yeah.
This will
it's a
be the
present.
special one for tonight.
It's okay.
This will be the special one.
For
you
sure.
You come to help me, eh, then?
Well, it's 6 o'clock Wednesday evening now, and it looks mad for it again. These are conditions similar to when we turned up Sunday night, Monday morning. Looks really good. So we've had a few fish between us, but overcast, mild, westerly wind. Feels mad for it, Paul, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we do the big reveal?
Yeah, come on,
Let's
be
go and do
sad.
the big reveal. All part of the midlife. We'd never have done this. If you'd have said to me in my 20s we'd be doing this when we're in our
laughing.
50s, I'd have said, kill me now. But it's a weird old world, isn't it?
It is a weird old world.
Yeah, Paul's actually quite excited. What's going on here is that I've got an ice box here. Costs quite a lot of money, and I'll talk about it more. But take it behind the van, Paul. So, yeah, if you hold the other end, the wheels need to be on the floor. It's easier to move. That's it. No, anyway, Eric is bringing in a similar cool box, or thinking of bringing in a similar cool box. It's about 65 litre, but it's very efficient. Stuart had a couple of them at Rainbow a couple of months back. So I loaded this up Sunday morning before I left with some ice bottles and this, that and the other. And the idea being, we've had Paul's food the first half of the week and I've got food for the second half of the week. Well, we'll see how efficient this cool box is compared to me Coleman and everything else. They're about 250 quid, so lumpy, but Stuart's one worked really well. Let's see what this looks like. So Paul, you open it and see what we've got. Yep.
They are still frozen,
Yeah,
mate.
they are still frozen. That is, yeah, that's
impressive.
much. Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, that is much more efficient than my Coleman, no doubt about that. So anyway, I'll get that on my phone now because Eric's keen to see it. But yeah, it certainly works. Well, it's 7:30 Wednesday evening now. Just had dinner, and yeah, I need to have a kip, so I'm going to have an early night and get my head down. And but you know what? It's mad for it out there. It's a strong westerly wind, mild, overcast, looks mad for it. So hopefully we get some chances in the night, and it's about an hour onwards that it starts to kick off. So yeah, Kev's doing well opposite us. He's had quite a few fish. The rest of the lake is all pretty slow, so it's between us really and Kev that's having most of the action. Hopefully the boys in one start to get amongst a few. They've lost some, they caught loads of grass carp, but yeah, we'll catch up with them later in the week. But right now I'm going to have a lay down, and yeah, I need to catch up on some kip. This session, like this will be our 4th night tonight, feels much longer because I've probably been up so much. Ordinarily I'll sleep half my trips. So yeah, anyway, let's get my head down. Oh, Wednesday evening, about 10 o'clock. £48 on the left hand rod. Glad that went off. £48, superb. There we go, well chuffed with that. Well, it's 7 o'clock Thursday morning. I've just put back a mid-double common. It was quiet tonight for me. I had that fish last night. I think that was just before midnight. Hens are steamed up. And then I've slept and I just had that bite. So I needed the kip. So whilst I'm grateful for the kip, I'm surprised weren't between me and Paul catching more. So anyway, yeah, right now I'm going back to sleep. Yeah, proper whacked out. But yeah, as you can imagine at this stage, this has been one hell of a session for me. And you know, it's great to be sharing it with Paul. It's not over yet, and yeah, still all to play for. But yeah, right now, and I had that fish off the plateau, the first bite I've had off the plateau. I put it on there yesterday, spot on the echo sounder, and yeah, I messaged one of the boys hoping that I'd get, you know, when you do a new spot. Yeah, Thursday morning, I was saying earlier, I had a good night's kip. Had a small common mid-double earlier, and yeah, just putting this bait back out there now on the plateau. I was pleased to have the fish off that spot. We saw them moving on it, and if you look on the echo, Paul, can you see that? At 4.8 metres, and then in about another 15 yards or so, it will come up to 3.5, and that's where I had that bite. And the fish were showing again this morning, weren't they?
Yep, they were.
There we go. That's it. Yeah, that'll work. Yep, cool. Yep, drop the bait. Come round. So that plateau, back on me, Paul, I'm photogenic. That plateau extends more to the left. It's quite well, it's the biggest plateau on the lake. You can easily get 2 or 3 rods on it, but Paul's got one on it, I've got one on it now. And yeah, let's see what happens. Cheers, Paul. That was just a cutaway shot there of how I keep the batteries topped up, bait boat batteries, using a solar panel. And I've also got here a battery, it happens to be a lithium battery, but could readily be a 12 volt lead acid. I use an inverter to charge my camcorder batteries, for example, because here, you know, there are no, you know, it is pretty much drive and survive. You've got a sort of a wood shaving toilet, and that's it here. And then I have a shower by using the 12 volt outlet. Not that this is of interest to most people, but some ask me how you charge things and that. I just use a cheap electric shower off eBay and plug the 12 volt, because it's got one in the van, otherwise I'd run it off a battery. And that's for me shower. And then I've got a bivvy bank, as they call it, which I use for topping up my phone. Don't know where that is, and that's just got like a big battery in it, and yeah, similar to that Ridge Monkey type thing. And I use that for topping up my phone and other stuff. So yeah, here it is, bivvy bank. And that lasts me, you know, a couple of weeks. There's a cigarette outlet there thing, but there's a couple of USBs, so I use that for topping up my phone and my Bluetooth speaker and stuff. Yeah, there's other ways of charging and that. We had Eric's power pack doodah on the last rainbow trip. That's another way. And if anyone's got some ingenious ways of doing stuff, let me know. I see one of the lads opposite was charging his batteries by running his car and attaching an inverter to his car battery. Don't know if that's a good idea or not, but there's obviously loads of ways of doing it. But here right now, having fished here a few times, it was a case of yeah, making sure you can keep things topped up in the absence of obviously electricity. So this is the scene, lunchtime Thursday, and according to weather now, you know, we've got nice weather and sort of higher pressure. I think the low pressures have gone, and the weather's due to be warm over the next few days, so we've got till Sunday morning. Oh, that was a lovely shower, that, much needed, and shave. Felt like Robinson Crusoe. Yeah, this is another useful tool. Crocodile clips and a cigarette lighter attachment that goes onto a battery. So yeah, I use that a lot of the time as well. So yeah, about a £5 off Amazon or the tackle box, and yeah, work a treat. That's Paul telling the guys all about his rave music and stuff. I'm telling them, you can't beat this. This is real music. They don't make songs like that anymore. Don't get more hardcore than this. Ice cream van turning up in your swim.
These ice creams or ice cream?
You have vanilla?
Yes.
I have 3 scoop.
Look.
Please?
Vanilla, strawberry, pistachio, almond raisin, bubblegum, chocolate, cookies, Nutella, coconut, coffee, lemon, banana and raspberry.
2 vanilla
Yes.
or 1 cookie?
Lequel de cornet?
What about you, Paul?
Cornet. Look, this,
Oh, yes.
this or Americano with cream.
The American.
Yes. Ok. Alors, un cornet américain.
What are you having, Paul? Look at
3 vanilla.
that. 2 vanilla and cookie.
Alors, vanilla. Yes.
Yep. Perfect.
Cookie. And you?
Oh.
I'll have an American.
Yes.
McMurray, remember this? Hardcore carp fishing, that's what this is.
Rubbish here.
Lovely. Well, 7:15 Thursday. Bloody knackered. That ice cream took it out of me and Paul. Yeah. You know what? I've got some floating weed here. Can all relate to it, picking up your line and everything. I've got got my line sunk, and as soon as it's sunk, the weeds come. So I thought, do you know what? I put my rod in the water. Yeah, so you've got to step down here. It's hard work getting, especially in peg 5, getting down in and out with a boat. But anyway, I've stuck the rod in the water, and you can see now it's worked, because look at the weed. So that's been a challenge on a couple of occasions. You're playing a fish and you're having to get rid of the weed on the line, and yeah, it's not a lot you can do. It's just drifting up and down now. Yeah, so this is the scene early evening, Thursday. Just had that one this morning, that one last night. It's been pretty quiet around the lake. Patrick, who was over in 1, ended up with 15 grass carp. He's packed up, gone home and joined the Hare Krishnas apparently. What a beautiful fish. Oh, happy days. Well, it's just gone 2 o'clock Friday morning, and yeah, I've had a cracking night. I had that 51. And then I had a mid-20 mirror that we put straight back. Usually my trips I'm photographing their mid-20s, but yeah, it's pissing down with rain. I'm soaked through, but you know what, couldn't be happier, that's for sure. Right now, got the rods back out, gonna have another kip, and yeah, it feels good. Heard some fish jumping out there, so yeah, we're on them, that's for sure. The better side, 38.5.
Overlying Coleman's.
Oh, look at that. 38.5 pounds. Well, it's 4 o'clock Friday morning, and in quick succession, none of which I've got on the video, I've had 3 fish. 34 and a couple of 20s. All have gone straight back because I had bites on all 3 rods within 10 minutes of each other. So no sooner had we landed one, the other one went, then the other one went. So yeah, best thing to do was just let the fish go. But yeah, the 34 was a lovely fish, and yeah, so yeah, they've gone back, and yeah, just got to regroup. Well, it's approaching 6 o'clock. I think I've had about 10 fish. Got a fish here. Paul's not feeling too good, so I'm doing my best not to disturb him. I'm just going to get this fish looking at it in the landing net. I've unhooked it and stick it back. I'll do a synopsis in a sec. Yeah, I'm guessing about £32. In truth, I'm not sure how best to manage this because Paul's asleep. I daren't wake him, he's not too well, bless him. I've got a lovely common here. I've got a bigger mirror. I reckon, look at this. Oh, doing these big fish on your own ain't easy. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna reckon he's about £38. you know what, he might even be bigger than that. If someone's caught that fish, let me know. I can't be weighing it, it's too much on my own. I've had a fish there, I think it's 50 odd pound now. It's got to go in the sling, so it's in the net at the moment. So I just released that, just landed that mirror, stick it in the sling. I need to chill. Do you know what? I think this has got to be the best session I've ever had fishing. It's incredible. I've had some lovely sessions in my time, and you know, a couple of them standout memories, Harrow especially, but as for fishing in France, I've never had anything so hectic as this. Not least of all having the big common. Now I've got a lovely mirror in there. I had the 50 mirror last night. I think I've had 12 fish now since late last night, so I need a cup of tea. Really, I need 2 cups of tea. Well, what a night that was, and it ain't over. I've got the rods back out, or the rod that I've had most of the bites on. I think I put back a couple, like 20 pounders. I think I've had 13 or 14 fish. Incredible night, and as I say, I had that big one last. I'm just waiting for Paul to wake up. We'll weigh it, photograph it and get it back, but that would have been, I'm pretty sure that's a 50 pounder. So yeah, well pleased. Right now though, cup of tea, and I'll probably need to get some kip during the day. I'm proper whacked out, but you know what, I ain't complaining. It's been fantastic, really has.
When do you have this one, Kev?
It's the last fish I had, about 7 o'clock. I put back a lovely common, so I could use the sling. Was it 14, 49 is it?
Well, I said that's 40, 49 and a half, 49 and a half, so 47 and a half.
49, no, 49 and a half, 45 and a half. It's 49 and a half.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
47
47 and a half. I thought it was a 50. Got it? Well, it's about midday now, Friday. I can't keep my eyes open. Had a bite to eat, a cup of tea this morning, and yeah, I need some sleep now. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night, so yeah, let's get some kip and then regroup for this evening. Well, it's 4 o'clock now, Friday. I've had about 5 hours kip, much needed that. And yeah, my body, God, it felt completely drained. I'm obviously much older now. When I used to rock climb, I used to climb back in the 80s, extreme climbing. And this was about as tough as back then, I felt. But anyway, I feel much better now. I'm gonna get up, have a shower, skirt about, and then yeah, get on with it this evening. Looking forward to it. But yeah, again, great night. Had some weird old dreams as well. When I stuck my drone up a couple of days ago, a thing come up about restricted airspace or something. I'm thinking, what's all that about? I thought it was to do with the pylons. I never realised there's a little runway here for small planes. So yeah, need to be mindful of that. It's because that thing come really low, whatever it was. It's like one of them little planes you had as a kid. You wound up with an elastic. You weren't much bigger than that. Well, it's just gone 5 o'clock now, Friday. Had a lovely shower, couple of cups of tea. Feel much better now, having had that kip. And yeah, all to play for this evening. And the conditions look bang on. The wind's blowing right to left into our corner, up against the out of bounds. So yeah, confidence sky high. Just have a little skirt about, and gonna have an early dinner with Paul. He's having a kip right now. Yeah, you can see. Look at that. I think this is a southerly wind. I think this is a southwesterly. So yeah, it looks mad for it. Yeah, also nice with all the rain that we had last night. Nice to have the sun on our back, dry everything out. And yeah, but I don't know, that rain certainly seemed to kick them off. And Kev mentioned that it has a habit of switching these fish on. So it's funny, we used to say on Harrow, oh, when it rains it switches the fish off. I never know, one lake to the other. Thinking a lot of it's placebo, you know. You know what? We are comparing scars. Is like a scene from the film Jaws. You know, when they're sitting showing their scars. Your scar big, mine the biggest one. Yeah? Anyway, we're having dinner, we're having a barbecue with the boys tomorrow. They're fishing in Peg 4. Caught some nice fish today then, huh?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, Dan and Johnny, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Well done. So we have a barbecue tomorrow. This is our dinner now, just before we bait up. Friday night. Might need to come round at a slight angle, Paul, that way. Take another shot from slightly that way.
I got it, it's alright, Kev.
You sure?
I'm sure.
A rod length away.
Just putting out that other rod, and his first rod's away.
Does it smell good?
Don't know about good.
Or does it taste good?
Tastes nice. Here we go.
Stop talking to me.
Lift the line up.
.28.5. Friday evening, first fish. Been out there 20 minutes. Superb.
Well done, great.
Real surprise this. £44. We thought it was about 38. Superb. About 10:30 Friday night. Quickly get the other side. You on it?
Yeah.
£50 on the nose. We'll chuff with that. Look at that superb creature. See, can get a bit lower, Paul. That's it. You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, £50. We'll chuff with that. Well, it's about 10:30. I've had a proper lay in. Didn't catch another fish, but I wound in my left hand what was my hot rod, and it was tangled. It was bloody disappointing. So I thought something might have been wrong. I thought I'd have had another bite or more on that, but I had a small mirror, male mirror, about £15, and as I say, that was it. Boy, did I need that kip. I'd rather have been up catching fish though. Well, it's approaching tea time now, Saturday, and we're having a barbecue with Johnny and Dan from next door, two Dutch boys. We've met this week, and then I'll be getting the rods out. Well, this is the scene now. Now, last night, Saturday night, and what a great week it's been for me. But you know what, I'm as tenacious tonight as I was early in the week. All to play for.
Last evening, about 9:30, Kev's had his first bite.
Got a rod in?
Yeah.
There we go, £45. Saturday night, about 10 o'clock, half 10. Oh, let's get a real good fight. Let's get the other side. There we go. £45. Well pleased with that. Well, that was an amazing fight from that fish. It was long and not very fat. The length of it, you'd have thought that was over £50 all day long. But you know what, I ain't complaining. After me common, that's probably the best fight I've had from a fish. I've hooked it on my left hand rod and I've gone way past my right hand rod to land it. So yeah, awesome creature. So yeah, well pleased with that. Happy days. Well, it's 7 o'clock now, Sunday morning, and I'm off home. Packed up early so I can get home and see my boy. And yeah, what a cracking week I've had. I'll save it for when I get home, but I'll be pleased to say that this is one of the best trips I've ever had, no question of that. And whilst it's all relative, which we were discussing earlier in the week, you know, this is no question of runs water with big uns. You know, got a good mate of ours, Mick, fishing the likes of casein, the Dur and everything else. You know, they're the tough waters. This is all relative, but you know what, all said and done, cracking trip. So anyway, let's get home and have a roast dinner with my boy, and yeah, back to the grindstone tomorrow. Well guys, it's Monday morning, it's that cup of tea moment, and time to reflect, having got home yesterday, on what a cracking week and lucky week I had. It was yeah, it was fantastic, and yeah, that will stay with me for a while now, especially that common. And you know what, I know we've all said with fishing it's not all about size, and it's not, but when a big un comes along and you've been after another big un for a long while, and I've caught lots of 50 and 60 pound fish, and I've had 30 pound fish tear me a backside when it comes to playing them and everything else, you know, when they're that big, you know, it is special, there's no question of it, just as that fish was I caught, you know, at casein all them years ago. So, you know, it's not all about size, but I'm pleased to have caught another 70 pounder, let me tell you. And, you know, I've been striving to get one, and, you know, I've put a lot of time, money, effort into my fishing the last 6 years, since 2012, June, I think it was June 2012, when I went with Paul Brooks to Rainbow, and you know, that kick-started my fishing again, and yeah, it was great capture. But as I say, you know, I was in, you know, Kevin Dont, he rotates the swims. It was my turn to be in peg 5. There's no question, peg 5, peg 1, peg 2 even now are the hot pegs. So if you're in them pegs, especially peg 5 right now, then, you know, you're in with a chance of catching a lot of fish. Although I caught that fish out to the right in open water. But anyway, great trip. And Kev, thanks for inviting us again this year. Really enjoyed that. Paul, that you're great company, and you know, mate, you was a gilly all week, and you know, shame you weren't too well. Hopefully you get on the mend, or continue to improve, and yeah, you'll be fishing next year, that's for sure. So yeah, look forward to catching up with you in a few weeks when you're back here. And yeah, thanks Paul, you're great company as usual, and I think that's our 3rd trip together on Feuillette. So yeah, I look forward to another one. So for now, back into work mode. fishing again, you know, this side of Christmas or in a few weeks' time. Got a couple of trips lined up for now. Skirting about, get back into work mode, and yeah, look forward to the next trip. And like all us guys, we get back and straight away you're almost preparing for your next trip. But as I say, yeah, great week and great fish. Caught a lot of fish. I can't even remember how many fish I caught. Paul can remember, he's got memory like an elephant. But as I say, to reflect, you know, it's been a long while coming, that second 70. And yeah, as I say, a lot of time, a lot of expense, a lot of commitment. Has it all been worth it? Fuck no. If I could have pulled a bird 1980, I'd never have been carp fishing.
So now I'm alone. Now I can think for myself about little deals and issues, things that I just don't understand. I can white light at night. Oh, it's like touch at times. I don't think I've been anything to you.
And on that note, it's just as well I couldn't pull a bird because I found the right one. And now she's doing all the washing up and getting all my food ready for my next trip. Come on, lovey, come on the camera. Come on, baby. There she is, just to prove I've got one. Lovely. Yeah, no, can you clean the oven stuff out?